at, how we're going to get to our ultimate goal. Okay? We got 84 pounds of fat, 116 pounds of lean, 42% body fat. We want to be about 22%, right? Okay. So in order to get there, the fat loss goal that I will probably set for you is we need to lose about 50 pounds of that fat tissue. Okay, so we're going to get rid of 50 pounds of that stuff. Now the reason I have this up here, guys, is again visual. I want to show you. I'm going to get rid of this is 5. I'm going to get rid of 50 of that. When people see that, they're envisioning themselves losing that out of their body versus me just saying it. Okay, so we're going to lose 50 pounds of that fat tissue. Now let me ask you a question. If I put you on a great diet or whatever and got you to lose 50 pounds, right? But we didn't add any muscle at all, how do you think you'd look in the mirror?
Saggy and flabby.
Saggy and flabby, right? Okay, and if I put you on a great diet, had you do a lot of cardio, and you lost 50 pounds of fat, would you be stronger?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. What?
If I made you lose 50 pounds, but we didn't add any muscle, you wouldn't be any stronger, right?
No, I wouldn't.
So we want to improve your strength, right? If we don't add any muscle, right, where's your metabolism going to be?
If we don't add any muscle, it's still going to be down.
It's going to be the same, okay? Have you done diets in the past before?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened? You lost weight, right?
And then you gain it back.
And you gain it back, right? Okay, well I'm going to show you there's 3 aspects to fitness. Complete fitness, okay? We have your nutrition component, okay, which is obviously important. We have the cardiovascular important aspect, which is also very important. And then we have strength training at the bottom of this triangle. Okay? Now here's what I'm going to tell you, Ms. Donna. At your age, this is your foundation. This is the most important thing that you can possibly do. Now, do you know a lot about strength training?
Not a whole lot, no.
Okay, when's the last time you strength trained?
2 years ago when I was in the gym.
Okay, 8 years ago then?
Yeah.
And your body's changed a lot in the last 8 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so has strength training. There's a lot more new stuff out there, obviously. Okay, I want to show you this though, because we know that we've done diets in the past, right? And you've lost weight and gained it back. You've done the roller coaster a little bit.
Right.
Okay, listen, you're not alone. Everybody does that. Okay, whenever people think about losing weight, the first thing they do is slow down their eating, and they do usually lose weight. But when you slow down your eating, you lose weight, right? What happens when you start eating again, though?
You put it right back on.
And if you slow down eating, what do you think your metabolism did while you were eating less?
Slowed down as well.
Exactly. So you typically gain the weight back plus a few extra pounds, right? Okay, so the nutrition is going to give you temporary results. Okay? Have you walked and ran and done that stuff before?
A little bit.
When you were working out before at the gym, were you doing a lot of cardio?
Not a whole lot.
What were you doing when you came into the gym?
I mean, I'd walk on the treadmill for a little bit, you know, and then kind of wander around and try a few things.
Okay, so typically, well, the reason I said that is most people do join a gym, the first thing that they do is go right to cardio. They'll do 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is. And then they'll usually, you know, bounce around aimlessly, machine, maybe do a couple crunches, and they typically go home.
Yeah.
Okay? And what happens, and the reason I'm telling you that is, you know, what happens to a lot of those people is that 75% range. They're not going to see the results that they want, okay? They're not going to get what they want out of it, and they're going to get bored. If you do that same thing every day, you're going to get bored.
Right.
And your body's going to get bored. Okay, you're not going to get what you want out of it. Does that make sense? Okay, so what we want to do is basically show you the foundation. At your age, strength training is the most important thing you can do. The reason strength training is the most important thing you can do, strength training does what?
Well, it's going to build muscle.
Okay, which is going to do what to your metabolism?
It's going to raise my metabolism.
Okay, which is going to also give you more strength. Okay,
More energy.
and you're going to lose this 50 pounds of fat, right? You want to be toned, right?
Right.
You don't want to be saggy.
No.
Okay, so the strength training is going to increase your metabolism. It's going to build your strength. It's going to give you more stability. Okay, and it's going to tone you up. Okay? Now we know that the results you get just from eating better and cardio are only temporary. Okay, so I want you to think of the strength training as a long-term investment. Okay, because it's going to do a lot. You're going to get a lot more benefits out of that. Okay, now what we want to do is develop a program where we tie all 3 of these together. We give you the proper amount of strength training to build lean muscle tissue, which is going to help you burn more fat and help you keep the fat off. We want to have a cardio program to obviously make your heart and lung, your cardiovascular system healthier and help you burn more calories. And then we want to have the right type of nutrition as part of your program to help you, you know, refuel your body, lose the weight that you want, keep you in the right range. Okay? Because if we're doing these 2 things the right way, and you're leaving here and going through the McDonald's drive-thru, you know, we'll work out for, you know, an hour a day, you got 23 other hours out of the day to ruin that.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So we need to make sure we do everything together.
Right.
Does that make sense? Okay. I don't want to confuse you, but let's get to the basics. We're going to lose 50 pounds of fat. Okay? What I would suggest for your body, because you want to tone up as well, right, is let's also set a goal to add 10 to 12 pounds of lean muscle tissue. back in your body. Now, when I say that to a girl, okay, I don't want you to think that I'm going to make you bulky. Okay, think about this. If you lost 50 pounds of fat and added 10 pounds of muscle, you're losing weight. Okay, all this 10 pounds of muscle is going to do, where'd that thing go? This is what 5 pounds of muscle looks like. This is what 5 pounds of fat looks like, okay? This is a lot more tighter, compact, and toned, right? Okay, so we're going to lose a bunch of this and replace some of it with this, which is going to basically tone you up, give you a little bit of definition, which every woman wants, okay, and make your clothes fit a lot better, make you look a lot better. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
And 10 pounds from your head to your toes is going to look great. Okay, so here's the other benefit to that. Just say we add the minimum. Let's say we add 10 pounds of muscle. What's 10 times 50?
10 times 50? So we got 500.
How would you like your metabolism to burn an extra 500 calories a day?
Great.
Okay, now let's do this. 500 calories a day, how many days we got in a week?
7.
What's 500 times 7?
3,500.
So if we can build 10 pounds of lean muscle tissue, okay, we can get your metabolism to burn an extra 3,500 calories every single week at a resting heart rate. You know what 3,500 calories equals? Pound of fat. So if we accomplish this goal right here, what have we just done to your metabolism, Donna?
We've raised my metabolism.
Okay, now here's the great thing about doing that. If we're able to increase your metabolism that much, okay, by adding that lean muscle tissue and losing that fat, you're going to be able to keep that 50 pounds of fat off, not just today, but for the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road. Okay, that metabolism is going to work for you. If you were to take $100 and put it underneath your mattress, or $100 and put it into an account that you're going to get 50% interest on in 10 years, what $100 you want back? You want the one that's in the 50% interest account, right?
Absolutely.
Because that's the one that's going to, benefit you long term. Okay, so that's what this strength training is going to be able to do for you. Okay, and that's what we're going to teach you how to do.
Okay.
Now let's look at kind of setting a goal, because one thing that I don't do is promise the world, the moon, the stars, and the sky. Anybody that told you that you're going to look perfect in the next 60 or 90 days is lying to you. Okay, we can definitely get you a lot of progress in that time, but I want to be realistic about the goals. Okay, I'm going to use science to get you there. Okay, to lose 50 pounds of actual fat tissue out of your body, how long do you think it should take?
3 months, 6 months, a year.
Okay, well, if you
I don't
ask
know what
if you
average
ask
answer
any
is.
doctor in the United
Yeah.
States, they're going to tell you healthy weight loss is between 1 and 2
2
pounds per
pounds
week.
a week.
Okay, so let's just take the average. Let's say 1.5.
Okay.
So let's take 50 pounds divided by 1.5 pounds a week. So let's say 33 weeks divided by 4 weeks in a month. So that puts you at about 8.3 months. Okay, realistic. So if we can lose 50 pounds of fat in the next 8 to 9 months, realistically, make sense? That's a healthy weight loss. Okay, if you lost 20 pounds in 1 month, I promise you it's not healthy. Okay, could it be done? Yes. Would you gain it back? Probably so, and plus 10 on top of it. Okay, we're teaching you how to do it the healthy way. And while we're doing this, we're also wanting to add muscle, correct? Okay, do you have any idea, I know you don't know a lot about training, but do you have any idea how long it takes your body, a female's body, to actually be able to build a pound of muscle tissue?
No.
Does anybody else know?
Yeah.
Okay, well, for women, okay, typically it takes, I'm just gonna write this out for you guys. Do we know how muscles grow? Not really. Do you know?
Well, I was just going to tell you, when you tear them down and they rebuild.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is show you, Miss Donna, kind of how muscles grow, so that way we know how we're going to set up our goal. Okay. When we strength train, okay. If I put you through, let's say, a leg workout today, we do exercises that you probably haven't done in years, or that your muscles just aren't used to, right? What we're actually going to do is break those muscle fibers down. Okay. We're going to create tiny, not tearing the muscles. We're going to create tiny microscopic tears in the muscle fibers. Okay. When we do that, okay, how do you feel the next day?
You're sore.
Okay. How many days are you normally sore for?
2, maybe 3.
2-3 days. Okay, the reason that you're sore for 2-3 days, it takes your body after that happens approximately 72 hours to completely break down whatever muscle group we did, whether it's upper body, lower body, core, whatever it was. Okay, so that's why you have that first day you're sore, second day usually the worst day. Okay, you can't move, and then that third day usually starts to ease off. That's your body breaking down the muscle. Okay. Now once your body breaks down the muscle, obviously it's going to start to rebuild. Correct.
Right.
Okay. You have any idea how long it takes your body to completely rebuild what you broke down? Takes about another 72 hours.
Okay.